I was already in my early 30s when I finally decided to join the religious life. Earlier, I had wanted to do so, but it took a while for me to decide. By then, I was working with the Bishops' Conference in the Philippines, so I was a bit familiar already with the different men religious congregations. But the one I really felt attracted to was the Congregation of the Most Holy Redeemer. I was very much exposed to them because there was a community in my hometown in Davao City. And I was very impressed by the Redemptorist priests, brothers, and seminarians. They were very active in building base ecclesial communities. And since this was during the Marcos dictatorship, I was also very impressed by their involvement in justice and peace and in human rights. I got to know that they had popular missions in the most isolated places in my country, in the mountains, and I was very much drawn to that. So finally, when I made up my mind about becoming a religious, I joined the Redemptorists because of their work in popular missions, responding to the needs of the most abandoned. I was also very impressed by their community life, and I wanted to be part of that. I am very convinced about the role of the brothers in the congregation. When I joined the Redemptorists, I knew already that I wanted to join as a brother. By then, I had done graduate studies in the field of sociology and economics, and I thought that my involvement in the popular missions would have a contribution to make, because I thought that our missions should also be involved in activities related to the human development of the peasants, the fisher folk, and especially among the indigenous people. My academic background and my experience in community development work was very useful in making me truly somebody who can contribute as a Redemptorist to the plight of the poor, especially in the field of helping the indigenous people fight for their ancestral domain so that they have their land rights. But of course, because I've had graduate studies, I could contribute in the formation program of our seminarians by being a professor in our theological institute, which I continue to do until today. Of course, I am very convinced of the importance of the vocation of the brothers of religious congregations, including the Redemptorists. We are often been told that the role of religious men, especially brothers, is to really dialogue with the world, with humanity. The advantage of being a brother compared to being a cleric is that one is not burdened with clerical duties, and therefore one is freer, in fact, to go out to the world and do mission work among the poor and the most abandoned. Since the beginning of the history of the Congregation of the Most Holy Redeemer, during the time of St. Alphonsus, the brothers had always played a very important role. And I think this role continues to be of great significance, especially by way of our presence in the congregation being a sign to be an antidote to clericalism, which is a phenomenon that remains very strong in the Roman Catholic Church, including our very own religious congregation. Our life as brothers truly manifests to the people what is the real significance and meaning of being a religious person of a consecrated life. And that is why in this general chapter, the brothers attending this have provided our voices in the plenary assembly and by offering our proposals to make the brothers' vocation stronger in the congregation today.